All right, Jaxson Hayes, what a game. You guys find a way, after not having your A game perhaps in the first 3 quarters, limit them in the fourth. How did you pull this out tonight?
Just gritty defense, guys flying around. We forgot about that first half. It was a really bad first half, and just came out second half flying. And I mean, the guys killed it tonight. Everyone killed it.
33 minutes for you, Jaxson. What were you focused on, offense, defense, and finding all the ways to make plays on both ends?
Just trying to make energy plays, trying to bring energy to my team, just making the right plays defensively, just coming over helping, stuff like that.
In overtime, Luka starts it out with the 5 straight points, then LeBron closes it with a couple of defensive rebounds and free throws. What's it been like playing with those two as you've become a pretty key part to what they do?
It's been awesome playing with them. When you have 2 great players like that, it just makes the game so much easier for everyone else. And, I mean, they're both amazing.
8 straight wins and really taking care of business here. How good are you guys in this building, and what energizes you?
I mean, I love how we play in this building. We got the best fans in the world here. I mean, they're the ones that energize me, at least. Just hearing them going crazy gets me going. So, man, shout out to Laker Nation.
Last one for you, Jaxson. About to go on a tough 4-game road trip starting out in Boston. How do you take what you've done here and bring it onto the road?
Just starting with defense. That's all where it starts, and carrying over from there. Just we got to keep our composure on the defense end on this trip.
All right, appreciate it, Jaxson.
Appreciate you. You have a good one.
The Lakers, James, you said it as we went to that Jaxson Hayes interview. And by the way, he was fantastic. Lakers brought to you by Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water. I'm Chris McGee. Big game, James Worthy, Allie Clifton. We got Brez and Trudell down at the arena. The Lakers in one of the most exciting games of the year win their 8th straight game. An absolute war with the New York Knicks. They found themselves down 13 for a lot of that third quarter. And guys, watching that game in the third and even into the fourth, they kept chipping away. And every time they get close, the Knicks would go on a 4-0 run and get it back up to 8 or 10. But the Lakers just fought, played defense, tightened it up, James. Huge threes by Gabe down the stretch. He hit 3 of them in the fourth quarter. And Luka was fantastic. And then in OT, LeBron, big 4 for 4 down the stretch from the free throw line.
Yeah, man, I'm going to sound like Oprah tonight. Everybody do the worthy clap tonight. Everybody send in the worthy clap. That was a worthy clap game right there for sure from the beginning. You know, the Knicks, a tough team, well coached, came in. I thought Anunoby took over in the first half. He hit a lot of threes and big buckets. They had the lead up to 10. It just looked like the Lakers couldn't hit anything. No threes, couldn't get a rhythm going, but if there's any word that, you know, describes tonight's game, it's the grind. It was pure grind and hustle, going up against a tough Knick team. You're right, Gabe's big shots tonight. I'll let Allie run that down because she's the computer with tennis shoes tonight. But anyway, just a great game. A great game. Luka, you know, not shooting the ball well at first, continued to do his thing and hit some big shots to kind of engage the rest of the game. And then LeBron hitting some big shots when they needed to come back. And Allie, I have to say that this is a great comeback game and a great game to win before you go on the road.
Indeed. I just think of resilient, determination, focused, especially from the Lakers. Obviously, we heard JJ say in that interview going into the fourth that the energy, the effort level, the shot making that we've been accustomed to over the last several weeks wasn't exactly where we're used to it in that first half. But he preaches his message, and you see a different kind of life that the Lakers brought out in the second half. I just think, all in all, when you talk about grinding it out, a gritty, a tough approach and win, your stars are going to do what your stars are going to do more times than not, especially in the big games. But who can step up? Who of your others can hit the shots, can get the timely stops? You think of, obviously, the final possession down or tie game with 9 seconds to go. Jalen Brunson, you heard Candace Parker say on the broadcast, anybody but Brunson. Easier said than done. Yeah. But, right, you get the stop, the necessary stop. And then Gabe Vincent, as you mentioned, I had to look it up right away. 4 of 25 over his last 5 from 3. He was 0 for 6 versus the Pelicans on Tuesday. This is the Gabe that we've been talking about. It's the one we've also seen over the last couple of weeks. But to just step in with such poise and a presence about himself, purpose down the stretch, the shot making, the defense, the toughness, from him, I thought was the difference for the Lakers.
JJ pulling all the right strings. AR was struggling. Goes with Gabe down the stretch of the fourth quarter. Goes back to AR in overtime. Austin has that big steal and the big three. The Lakers now have 40 wins. They're 19 games over 500. They have the fourth best record in the league, and they are 20-4 in their last 24 games. And by the way, 6-0 on the homestand. Let's go back downtown. Jaxson Hayes with Mike Trudell.
Now, you guys enjoy yourself in our comfy El Segundo studios.
Brez be capping crazy out here.
Yeah.
Good work, Brez.
He's not going in
Great
there.
read.
Where's the Delta Club?
Brez has his own special club. James is going there now, is what he's telling us. Send us a picture, Brez. We're going to need proof.
That was the bathroom.
We're going to need proof. Good work by Mike Brez.
If you ever come down
Guys,
here,
Brez has a brand new suit. He's got a beautiful haircut. He is feeling so good down there. G-O-O-D. So, by the way, Josh Hart, former teammate, JJ Redick, pretty funny. He was saying, come on, man. But JJ 100% should be high in the talks for Coach of the Year. I understand Kenny Atkinson. I understand everyone else involved doing a great job, you know, around the league. Listen, you can get JJ Bickerstaff in there, right? But I've just been so impressed with how he has his team playing a top 4 or 5 record in the NBA. It's been pretty incredible, James. I know you talked about it earlier, but just how impressed have you been with JJ?
I've been impressed. You know, all NBA teams seek great coaches. Mm-hmm. This franchise is historic. That's why coaches don't spend a lot of time here. 2 years, you know, they're so desperate to win. They trade draft picks away to get players, and they fire coaches, you know, coaches who just want a championship, and suffer through injuries, but they want that right guy at the helm, and I think they found it.
They found it.
He's smart. He's relatable to current players. He's honest, and you know he prepares, and he's open to suggestions, and you know you got to love that. And the way he's, you know, great coaches get players to buy in. They do, as a whole and individual. It's a lot of conversation that goes on, and he's spun the wheel the right way, and he's got this team in the right frame of mind. Whether they have injuries, regardless of who's on the floor, they're going to play the way that he's set out to play. It's nice.
I think anyone that you knew surrounding JJ, whether it be former coaches, teammates, players, etc., knew that he had the intellect, he had the X's and O's, he had the understanding and the drive and the desire to be a coach. He's made it very clear, right? But I think when you say getting the buy-in, I think that was the one narrative surrounding JJ in terms of what could separate him from early, quick success and having to work a little harder or differently and take time to reach that level of success. And I just think the one thing that's always stood out to me is that not only did he say early on that he is built for the pressure and wants what it takes to be great and be a part of this organization and be great, but he's also proven and shown that when this team hasn't been great all season long, he's answered the bell.
That's it.
He's answered the narrative, he's answered the questions, he's dove back in, he's continuing to prepare and work, and that matters.
And what do great coaches do? He has had to deal with the trade, the lineup changes, injuries, and I know everybody does. His house burning down. Also, two-way contract guys. Yeah. Making unbelievable impact. Just the navigation of all of that, to me, is why he should be in the conversation for coaching. Because that's coaching. That's real coaching.
All of that so true through all those trials and tribulations. And no disrespect, this ain't Charlotte. You know, this is not a small market city. This is Los Angeles. And so when you throw everything on that both of you just said, and the fact that he's in this city, where everyone is watching the Lakers franchise, everyone is talking about it, trying to analyze what's going on. It's a lot. So I give him a lot of credit for all of that.
每天这个小号呢。